3, 2, 1. Action. Hey everybody, welcome to the Cockpit Convos. Your captain speaking, Jeff Britton. Hope you're doing great, having a great day. I'm having a great day because I would like to say because I'm in an airplane, but not really. I'm having a great day because I'm in an airplane with my good friend, Savannah, Georgia.
Hello.
And yes, that is correct, Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia from Maine.
Savannah, Georgia from Maine. And also, she's not just a friend, she's a client.
Oh,
I love it. So I can write this airplane, I can write this flight off. It's like entertainment.
As soon as I met you, I was like, I'm switching to you.
There you go.
That's pretty much what happened, though.
That is pretty much what happened. So, I met Savannah at my very first networking event I'd ever gone to at a Jake Main's. You've heard me talk about him. He's been up in the airplane, too. He puts on a great event once a month, first Wednesday of the month or something.
He does, yep.
And so I was hanging there with Matt Beck. You met Mac and crew and those realtor guys because we're like first-timers and they're first-timers. And up comes Savannah, Georgia.
I know.
Why in the world did you come into a bunch of weird guys like us?
Yeah, so funny story. I was actually there with someone who doesn't go to networking events, and she's looking for a job. And so she was just kind of like, all right, well, what do I do? And I said, a lot of times if you walk up to a group of guys, like they'll help you out. Like they'll talk to you. They'll do whatever. And so I was like, do you see that group of guys? But right there, I was like, let's go over. Let's introduce ourselves. And as soon as we walk over, she sees someone she knows, and she ditches me. And then I was like, oh, well, now I'm here. And I looked like I just was a random girl that walked up to like 3, 4 guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, hey.
Hey,
and
guys.
And then you ended up talking to her at the end of the night. But I went over and I was like, girl, like I went to introduce you and see what was up, and you left me. And she's like, I'm so sorry. So
You lost your wing woman.
I did. I lost my wing
You
woman.
never leave your wing woman.
Yeah, it's fine though.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. I was like, I met you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here we are, up in the plane.
Up in a plane. Look at me. I'm in the sky. So Savannah, Georgia. That's the real name, right?
That is really my name. And I get a lot of weird questions about it.
From weird people?
Not from weird people. Some of them are nice.
Okay.
Some are weird.
Okay.
Just kidding. No, but I feel like the 2 biggest questions I get is like, were you born there? Which I think is a silly question because, your last name doesn't define like where you're born.
Well, my last name's Britton, but I was born in Ohio. I wasn't born in Britain.
Yeah.
All right, so I get it.
Yeah. The other one is were you conceived there, which I guess like maybe that's why my parents would want to like visit because, I don't know, they're Georgia and then they wanted to name their kid Savannah. I don't know, but no. My dad literally just thought that it would be like funny. And I have 2 older sisters, and he wanted it for both of them. And my mom was like, no, like they're going to get made fun of.
Atlanta and Statesboro.
Yeah.
That's their names.
Yeah.
What are your sisters' names?
Atlanta and Chicago. I'm just kidding.
In Chicago, Georgia? Come on. That's cool.
No, they're regular. Michelle and Danielle.
Okay.
Pretty much my mom wanted a 3rd kid and my dad did not. Like, he loves me. I always have to emphasize that. Like,
okay.
We have a great relationship, but he just was like, I feel like the typical guy of like 2 kids are fine. My mom was like, no, I really want a 3rd. But he really wanted a boy and he really wanted Savannah. So my mom was like, okay, well, you either get your boy or you can get your Savannah.
Well, like she had control of that.
She did.
Okay.
We're smart. Women are smart.
Y'all have to figure that out. All right. Well, I must have figured it out with 3 boys. So whatever, that worked out.
You have 3 boys?
3 boys, yeah, man.
I feel like
3 little Britons.
I did know that.
3 little Britons. But anyway.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Now I got a granddaughter.
And a little granddaughter.
And a little granddaughter who I love. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Talk about you. So, but Savannah. All right. Cool.
Yep. And I'm from Maine, so has no connection. So my dad's side is Italian, so it used to be Giorgio, and then somewhere down the line it switched to Georgia. So
got it.
I say that I'm Italian.
That makes sense now. Now it all comes together because Savannah, Georgia sounds much better than Savannah, Giorgio.
Yeah, it definitely does.
You can use that, man. It's marketing. Nobody else is named Savannah, Georgia.
I know. Well, that's why honestly I didn't really think too much of my name. My mom gave me a nickname, pretty much right out the womb. She then called me Hannah, and so
I have a Hannah. I have 2 Hannahs.
You have 2 Hannahs.
My sister and my daughter-in-law.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that's too
sorry.
funny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Interrupt.
But and then when I was around like 5, I was like, no, like I want my given name. Like I want to be called Savannah. And so it's kind of like a mix. When I go home, they'll call me Savannah or they'll call me Hannah. I just answer to both. I was sometimes a confused child because someone would be like, what's your name? And I'd like look at my mom. No, but anyways, it is great marketing. Like,
Yeah,
if
awesome.
someone's like, I'm sorry, like, I run into a lot of people, or I meet a lot of people, and I'm like, well, you don't meet in Savannah, Georgia every day.
Right, dang right. And even if you're named Mary Brown, you never met a Mary Brown like you before.
Exactly.
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
One of a kind. Well, give everybody the story. So you grew up in Maine.
I grew up in Maine, and after college, well, kind of like during college still, I moved to a little bit larger city in Maine, and my sister is a doctor.
Ooh.
She's a pediatric emergency medicine doctor.
Wow.
And
Fancy.
I was slightly following in her footsteps to become a physician assistant. There was a lot of different fun things about a PA that a doctor, for one, can get sued. A PA is a lot harder to get sued because you have an attending over you.
Right.
And so anyways, I was going into that field, and I moved to Virginia with my sister, and I was applying. And at the same time I was applying, I was nannying, and I ended up meeting some good people, and they said, hey, you have a healthcare experience and you talk a lot. You should think of...
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. And they were like, you should think of like sales. And I was like, oh, okay, well, never thought of that before.
Right.
So I kind of, I started out with solar. Did I ever tell you that?
No, like Ion or something? Who'd you work for?
Apricot.
That's a new one. All
Yeah.
right, cool.
They're like based out of California. But anyways, I hated it, to say the least, because it's very salesy. But I learned a lot, and, just obviously like going door to door and just learning all of the sales relational things. Anyways, but it was not for me. So after that, I still wanted to be more in the like medical, and I went from wanting to be a pediatric PA to working now in geriatrics.
Geriatrics. That's what you say. I work in geriatrics. That's good. I like it.
Yeah. So now I'm a hospice liaison.
Hospice liaison.
Yeah. So.
What is that? Tell the general public what that is.
Yeah, so a lot of people are confused of what I do, because in this role, it's called a liaison, an account executive, marketing, business development. I like to call myself, kind of depending on who I talk to, but like a liaison and educator, because I'm mainly educating people about what hospice is.
Okay.
Especially families. There's so much about it that I feel like people don't understand or know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just think of like death, and that's
the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. I actually joke with families about that when we talk about it. Like,
Really?
I think some of the main concerns that people have is like, hospice is going to come in and you're going to like kill my mom or kill my dad. And I'm like, no, like I promise, like we're not the Grim Reaper.
Right. We're there to help you transition.
Yeah, exactly. Peacefully,
right?
Yeah. So, yeah, essentially that liaison part, I'm really educating, families. I go in and have like lunches with physicians and talk to them about what it is. And then after, I'm bringing, the family and the patient on board, and then my clinical team takes over. So.
Got it. Now, you were telling me recently how competitive this space is.
It is. It's very competitive, and you would not think that something in healthcare and, just hospice would be competitive, but it is.
Wow. There
are certain states that you need like a certificate of need, which essentially means that they put like a cap or a limit onto how many hospice companies can be in the state, and Virginia is not one. So.
Oh, wow.
Anyone can essentially, if you have money and you follow Medicare guidelines, you can open one. So there's so many, and the thing about it is that you have to kind of find the good companies. I always say, like, do your research.
Right.
There's like Medicare.gov where you can look to make sure that, the company is on the up and up, and there's certain criteria that you can make sure that they're doing like towards the end of life. But yeah, it's very competitive out there.
So what differentiates you from ABC Hospice? Why you? Why should somebody call Savannah, Georgia?
I think because from the start, I am one to I'm not just going to bring you on. Like your family member is not just a number to me. Like I really want to make sure that whoever is coming on has all of the answers that you need to make that, decision. Obviously, hospice is, it's deemed if you have a terminal diagnosis. We say within, 6 months. I always say don't get super hung up on that, just because doctors are amazing, but we have no crystal ball.
Right.
So anyways, I want to be able to make sure that you're making an informed decision and this is the right level of care for you. My care team is amazing. I work both on the Williamsburg side and on the Chesapeake, so we cover a lot of area. And we're going to really make sure that you are needing that hospice care. Like I said, my clinical team is just so caring and passionate. The one thing I would say that really makes us stand out is a thing called Muse.
Have you ever heard I watch
of it?
the news?
No, Muse.
M-E-W-S?
M-U-S-E.
Oh, like a muse. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Like just what you said.
Yes. It's it's called Metalogics, and it's essentially AI.
Oh, wow.
AI is taking over
They're taking over your job, too.
Yes, they're taking... No. It actually helps. So it works along with our care center. So my nurse is one of the biggest ones that are in these families' homes and seeing the patients every week. And so, we're putting down keywords and saying, patient is declining because of XYZ, or, they're doing better today, or they ate, or they didn't eat. And so this system that works along with our care center takes out kind of identifiable keywords and helps us identify if a patient is at low risk of kind of being imminent or transitioning,
right,
which means that they're nearing more towards the death.
Right.
Or if they're, good, and it helps us increase or kind of keep the visits that we are seeing them per week.
Okay.
Because we really want to make sure that a good hospice company is really making sure that all disciplines are going and seeing that patient more so towards the end to support the family and making sure that that patient is getting, that pain and spiritual and symptom management.
Got it.
Because that's what hospice is, right? We want to have... Death is inevitable, and we want to make sure that you are, comfortable and you're not in pain and you're able to spend, obviously it kind of depends. There's some patients who are... have metastatic cancer, and they're very alert and oriented because they're 40s, 50s, 60s. We want to make sure that you're not in pain so you can spend the time with your loved ones or doing something. Just because you're on hospice too, I think that's a huge myth as well, is that you can't go and do things. You can't go to the beach still or get in.
That's the day I thought hospice was, I'm laying in a bed, I'm dying in a week.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't always look like that. It is very different for each individual. So if you are, of course, 90 years old, you probably
right.
may be bedridden and not able to get up and about. But
if I'm 50 and I got cancer,
and
I can still get up and go to the bathroom, then I can probably get up and go to the beach if I wanted to.
Exactly, and we want to help you be able to do that. So
that's cool.
I kind of want to go over what hospice entails. So I already kind of said the eligibility, we say that 6 months or less, and so you'll get an order from a PCP or some type of doctor that says that my team can come out and do an evaluation on you. If my nurse deems that you are appropriate for these services, we run it up by our medical director. So the whole team, the whole care team, is we have a medical director who is obviously a doctor, and he is the one that really pushes the whole plan of care. He oversees the whole entire thing. And then after that comes the nurse. And so that nurse is going to be going out and seeing that patient weekly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of depends on the individualized treatment plan that you need. And then after that, there's aides. So these aides go in, and I call them, I like to say task oriented. Okay. They really help and assist the family on caring for the loved one. So that could be a bath. We can be helping you shower or giving you a sponge bath if you're bedridden, changing a brief, something like that. And then you have a social worker. I like to call them mini therapists. They have a variety of resources that they can help families out with, which is amazing. If let's say if a family is needing placement, we can help get Medicaid, kind of up and going. So that's a social worker, and then you have a chaplain. They are non-denominational, so whatever
flavor you want.
Whatever flavor you are, yep. we're able to just kind of be there, help support, pray. Death is a spiritual process, so we want to make sure that not only like the mind and the physical aspect, but also the spiritual aspect, we're all there for the patient and the family as well.
Cool.
And then we have bereavement at the end, which is like up to 13 months or more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now do we have to pay for this, or does the government cover it?
Yeah, it's a Medicare A benefit, so it's 100% covered. Especially if you're 65 and older, it rolls over to traditional Medicare. So whatever you have, like if you have an Anthem plan or whatnot.
Wow. So this is basically free for everybody on Medicare.
It is, and I always say that people don't take advantage of it. So if you're not getting curative treatment, why not go onto hospice? And it is known that the earlier a patient goes on, of course, like I said, we want you on the right level of care.
Right.
If you're not eligible for it, if you don't need it, we're not going to put you on it. But if you can use it and it helps you with all of these encompassing factors, you're paying into it your entire life, right? So utilize it. You're getting medication, you're getting the care team. We bring in DME, which is durable medical equipment. So you can have a hospital bed that we bring to you, which is very helpful because...
That's crazy. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, you know the hospital beds. They go like up and down.
Yeah, but they're expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
So we do those things and briefs and trucks, for someone who's incontinent. Yeah.
Interesting. So then, actually, I think I got a lead for you. We'll talk about that offline. But your role now, you sound like you know what you're doing. You sound like what you do, and you sound like you're passionate about it, which you are.
Yes.
And I think it takes a special person to have that position, right? For the product that you're I won't say selling, but you're trying to place people into.
Right.
It'd be different if you were all about the money and screw the people and this, that, and the other. But you got a big heart, right? And I love that about you. That's great.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's why I think sometimes like when people are in these like healthcare sales roles, like obviously it's a business, right? And that's why there has to be business development, because without us bringing patients on and educating families and whatnot, like there would be no care team getting paid to take care of the patients when they do need to go into hospice. So every business has to have business development. But I think you are right. It takes the unique individual, because you have to have that mindset of like goal-oriented, driven. Of course, I love money, money gives freedom, right, and whatnot. But you also have to take a step back and remember that these numbers aren't numbers; they're people.
Right.
So we have to make sure that we are doing it in an ethical way and not just bringing people on because that's a number for us.
Right.
I'm very, very fortunate. I've worked at another company before who did not have the morals and ethics aligned with mine, and I could not work for that company just because, the number pushing and everything like that. I'm very fortunate now to have a boss and coworkers who are in it for the right reason, and we're always... if there's two other companies that are involved and a family's interviewing them, we always give them the education piece and do your research and know what company you're getting into. But if you truly feel like this other type of company is better for you, then go with it. And I think that's what people have to remember.
I would think referrals are huge in your business.
Referrals are huge?
Yeah, I mean, if you took care of my mama and somebody saw how you took care of my mama, then they're probably going to call you for their mama.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, do you work referrals pretty hard in that space? I mean, y'all have a process in place to...
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially what happens is that like a referral can come from anyone, like you, for example, you just said you may have someone.
Yeah.
So what you would do is you would let me know and you would give me the information, and then I would reach out to the family and I would say like, hey, what's going on? Tell me your situation. How can I help? Then from there, if they're like, okay, we think that this is something that's possible, that is when I kind of take it to my team and I work it up in the sense of asking them who their PCP is and getting the hospice eval and treat order and getting all the clinicals and the good stuff to make sure that this individual is appropriate for services.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's a great job you're doing out there. And how would people get a hold of you if they wanted to call you about that?
Well, you can call the Amedisys Care Center.
Amedisys, spell that for the people.
Amedisys.
Got it.
Don't feel bad. I spelt it very incorrectly on my first day. I thought it was Amedy.
Amedisys
SIS or something.
All right, so then go to the website or go to what? How are they going to get a hold of you?
You can call me directly. Should I put my phone number?
Your phone number, sunshine. I mean, it's not like it's a mystery out there.
No, it's not a mystery. It's not a mystery.
Go ahead. Well, whatever is there an office number they can call?
There is, but I don't have that.
I tell you what, you just call me, and I'll put your website and stuff up at the end of this.
Yeah,
right.
That would be better.
And we'll get you hooked up in that space.
I have 2 phones too, so I was gonna get my work phone. I know.
Oh, you got the work phone. Give them the work phone.
Okay, I'll give the work phone.
What is it?
It's 757-719-6551.
Gotcha. Wow, man, I've never taken somebody on the plane, but is so worried about giving their phone number out.
I get a lot of weird calls sometimes. I do. Or like those texts that are like, hey, Michaela, like, so glad to see you on the runway. And I was like, runway? Was I in New York recently?
Right, no, I got you. I get the same ones, man.
My email is savannah.georgia@amedisys.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
spelled
great
just
job.
like the city and the state.
Well, just like the city and the state, but really cooler than that. So,
yeah.
All right, let's get some fun in. Let's get some more fun stuff in here. All right. So you're a coffee person.
I'm a coffee person.
How do you like your coffee?
Black.
Black. All right, but you're not a coffee snob. It sounds like you'll just drink any black coffee.
No, I'm a coffee snob. That's why I think I asked you earlier. Do you drink Dunkin'?
Yeah, only in emergencies.
Yeah. I would say, actually, McDonald's has really good coffee.
I'll tell you who's got really good coffee. 7-Eleven.
Does it?
They got the little machines. They grind it right there for you, and they make all these different products.
Does 7-Eleven have that now?
7-Eleven, baby.
Okay. I know that other, like, places, was it Sheetz? I think Sheetz might have that coffee maker, but yeah. Wine. I love wine.
Red or white?
Both.
Equal opportunity, okay.
Yeah, equal opportunity. I normally would have said red until recently. Yeah. I'm a very, like, I don't know, my palate is very unique. I like strong things. Okay. So, like dry, strong, bold wines. I guess not. I like it. Not strong, bold. Bold. And then last summer, I finally decided I'm going to like white wine. Okay. So I do like some Sauvignon Blanc. I'm a Sauv Blanc guy. I like Sauv Blancs. They're good. Do you? Yeah, they're good. Yeah. I used to like Pinot Grigios, but that just gets too acidic for me. I kind of went to the Sauv Blanc, sweet. Man. Yeah. I agree. I agree. White stuff. You remember of any wine clubs or wine shops around? I am not a part of any clubs. I would love to be. I don't know if you consider it a club, but it was more like a subscription that I had, and it sent you like those wines per month that you would try. Yeah. I would really love to actually go to like good vineyards and do like a wine tasting. Okay, cool. Yeah. You know, I can't believe you've not brought this up yet. You haven't talked about your dog. You haven't talked about Koda at all. It's like your best friend. I know. He is my best friend. Well, talk about him. Okay, I have a mini golden doodle, and he just turned 5 in November 8th. Wow. I know, and I honestly cried, and I spoiled him. Aww. I decorated for Christmas already. Don't at me. If you know, you know. That's awesome. I got to get my office decorated, but I was going to hold off till after Thanksgiving. So. Normally I do, but life is too short, and that's something that you realize when you're working in hospice. If it brings you joy, do it. Exactly. Do it. So I decided to do it, and I celebrated his birthday, and I gave him a bunch of treats and everything. Koda with a K. Koda with a K. Koda Bear. I named him after Brother Bear, the little cub. Okay. Yep. Have you ever seen that? Nope. No? But I could have said, yeah. No, I've never seen that. Brother Bear. It has like such a good storyline to it. Is that like a kiddie story or something? It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Is it Disney? It might be. Is it Disney or Pixar? I think it's Disney. We're kind of out of that range. But maybe when the granddaughter gets back up into that or something, I'll be all about that. I'll be like Koda Bear. I know that dog. Yeah. No, it has a really good storyline to it. And he looks like, I either get that he looks like fried chicken. Or a teddy bear. He's a cute dog. I've gotten, oh my God, people are going to come at me for this. What's the thing on Star Wars? The walk? There's Ewoks, which are the little guys, and then Chewbacca, which is like the... Oh, well, he's gotten both then. He's more of an Ewok. I think you put more of an Ewok. Yeah. And he's small. He's like 25 pounds. He was supposed to be like... Old. Yeah, he was supposed to be like 35 pounds. Wow. That happens a lot with doodles. Right. Well, he's a mini, you said, right? So... Yeah, but like, I'll talk to like doodle parents, and I don't know why specifically this happens, But a lot of times you'll go to a breeder and want like a mini or a micro or whatever. And some people have gotten minis and they have grown to be standards that are like
yikes.
80 pounds.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to be a little bit bigger and he just stopped growing, which I'm not mad at.
Okay. Well, he's a cute dog. And you got a budding TikTok channel out there. So you're a crazy TikToker, which is good.
Yeah.
Go check her out. Follow her stuff on there and all that good stuff. Have you got anything off there yet? Any business? Like,
I have my LTK link. I would say that I post more of the LTK, the TikToks for fun. But the LTK is something that I'm really trying to get up and going. So if you like fashion or beauty, then
hit her up.
Go follow me.
Follow Sav and Koda. You don't have a separate one for that, do you? You don't have a new TikTok?
What do you mean?
Like your TikTok channel is your TikTok. You don't have like a second TikTok for the LTK stuff?
No. But my LTK is PeachySteals&Deals.
PeachySteals&Deals for Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
I got it.
I
Georgia
try to
Peach.
Have you ever heard the 80-20 rule?
In many different ways, so you can tell me how you're going to context around that.
Well, I feel like it's similar, but like with, let's say, decorating a house, like you want like 80% of things that are, nice, but they're not like super expensive, right? And then you have 20% that is really good products.
Okay.
So like, let's say if you wanted a really nice piece of art, like that's what's going to pop. So then people are like, wow, you have a bougie place. And you're like, well, I got those chairs from Target for $80, but that piece of art is $1 million.
All right.
I'm kidding.
No, that's one day you will.
Goals.
Speaking into existence, girl.
I know. Got to manifest.
Speaking into existence. Well, that's cool. All right, last question. First concert, best concert?
Concert?
Yeah, your first concert, and then your best concert.
I went to the Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller concert in Portland, Maine.
That was your first one?
It was my first one.
Wow.
And I was pretty young and I was terrified because there was so much weed around me.
I don't blame you. It's kind of a scary thing.
Yeah, and I was like, what is this? And then my last concert was actually this summer. It was Thomas Rhett.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thomas Rhett's a cool kid.
Yeah. What was your first concert?
Oh, my gosh. My first concert was In Excess and Ziggy Marley, probably before you were born.
I was like, I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. And so, best concert, man, it was probably Foo Fighters outside with my sons. We like the Foo Fighters. But then I'm a tie. One of my sons, this was like the year of concerts. I saw like 8 or 9 concerts this summer. Never been that many.
Yeah.
And we went to this metal band called Sleep Token.
Sleep Token?
Yeah, they were down in Greensboro. It was crazy, man.
What type of music? Not
really like heavy metal. I just can't really describe it. It's its own genre. I'll shoot you a playlist. You can check it out.
Okay.
But it was good.
That's awesome.
Yep. And I've enjoyed having you up today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
First time flyer, by the way.
First time, yeah. I've obviously
in a small plane.
Commercial planes, yeah, but nothing like this. And I would say the view is absolutely gorgeous. So appreciate me.
Yeah,
or appreciate you.
We appreciate you too. That's hilarious. All right, well, look her up online. Hit her up if you know anybody that's is in a sad situation and needs some help in that space. So, but it's been great to have you up here. Now, do you know how I sign these things off? You probably nobody ever knows how I sign these things off, so nobody ever watches the full thing.
Oh.
So, but nobody would know this. Anyway, I go 1, 2, 3, and we go, see ya.
All right.
Right there.
No, I've seen that before. I have watched your videos through.
Okay, whatever.
And if you don't, you should. Because they're amazing. And
Thank
they're
you.
fun.
You're fun. Especially watch this one. This is the one they want to watch, right?
Yes, this is the one.
Exactly. All right. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the time. I've enjoyed the time. And check Savannah out. And I'll post all our stuff at the end. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And with that, let's sign this thing off. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. See ya.